The world's two largest economies are embroiled in a trade war. The US has threatened to impose tariffs on Chinese imports worth $500 billion. China has retaliated by warning it would impose tariffs on American imports worth $137 billion. According to projections, this will shave 0.2% of America's GDP and 1% of China's GDP. A slowdown in the Chinese economy hits the GDP of every economy connected to it: Taiwan, Malaysia, Singapore, Korea, Japan. The US and its trading partners will suffer too: Canada, Mexico, Colombia, Saudi Arabia, Ireland, Chile. The lists are endless. This is the largest trade war in economic history. But is there a silver lining in it for India? America overtook Britain as the world's economic superpower over a century ago, and until recently reigned supreme. But today China's economy is over 50% the size of America's. China tightly controls banks, stock markets, manufacturing, services in the presence of foreign companies, helping its local industries and businesses to grow. Because of this, China has managed to make the US economy dependent on it. In fact, China fully expects to construct a China-led world by 2050. America is fighting back. In order to wean its own marketplace off foreign, especially Chinese goods, US President Donald Trump's strategy is to impose tariffs on Chinese imports. This will encourage American businesses to manufacture domestically, in the hope that these moves will eventually help the US economy continue its blistering growth of 4.1%. But now that the US-China trade war has intensified, there are battles on every continent, and every economy involved in these supply chains is suffering. Though India's economy is 1/4 of China's and 1/8 of America's, India could become the balancing pivot around which their complex relationship revolves. India and America have a great relationship on many crucial issues. The US supports our view on Pakistan, recognizes us as an important trade partner, and both nations see eye to eye on Indo-Pacific security. So even though America's tariffs impact India too, forcing us to retaliate, accepting Trump's anti-Iran stance and finding replacements for Iran's crude oil could cement our relationship. When it comes to China, our relationship is far less established and a lot more prickly. India and China have been competing for economic supremacy on political issues, on security issues, and on international ones. But when faced with a trade war against America, China will need as many trade allies as it can find. They might even be inclined to soften their belligerent stand towards India, allowing India new geopolitical leverage. We could use this window of opportunity to lower barriers in doing business with China, such as extending visas for Indian professionals, easing border tensions, and broadening trade links. In exchange for being soft on issues like Taiwan and the Dalai Lama, China would ease its pressure on issues like Doklam and their support of Pakistani-sponsored terrorism. India has the potential to be an economic superpower, and the US-China trade war might just be the opportunity India needs to achieve it. If you like this video, you'll also enjoy reading my article on Dailyo. You can find the link in the description below. And while you're there, don't forget to subscribe to the WTD News channel and visit www.wtdnews.com.